Hello, good people of YouTube. So today I'm working on a window regulator for 2014 Jeep Patriot. So, well, it's a pain in the butt. There's no other way to say it. So there's a lot of stuff that I know a lot of people are trying to figure out about it. I probably should have started recording before I started the teardown. But if you've ever worked on one of these, you know the door panel comes off in like 1,800 different pieces. As you can see. Oh, that was a speaker. So you got that piece that flips down, pops loose with a screwdriver. And you had to remove the speaker, of course, which doesn't make any sense to get the panel off because half of the bracket that holds the window regulator is held together with all the screws and stuff from the speaker and the door panel itself. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of do this in reverse order. Probably help somebody, probably not. But I'm gonna post it anyway because it's so far in the game afterwards. So what I'm gonna do, cut you off a little bit, come back and let you see what I got. So now we got the window regulator set back into place. The glass is aligned. Also sitting on this. This is the roughest part, trying to make this little part right here. See if it focus right there. That part right there is the hardest part. But if that part is not in, when you let the window up and down, it will not stay on. You'll let it down, it'll still be stuck. Make sure it's sitting on these pads. Right in there, and one over there. Right in there. So, now we're gonna start putting this thing back together. This screw you put in first. This screw, I just put it in so I can mount the windows into place, and the bottom screw mounts from the bottom of the panel. And from there, everything slowly goes back together. So now, time for it to start to go back together. So I'm gonna remove these screws so there's no confusion about where they're going. That one and that one. But this is the main one that holds everything into place until the panel goes into place. And when I tell you, Chrysler built this thing and they had everybody in mind to have a headache while doing this, I see why the rates on this is so crazy, because there's so much tedious work that you have to do behind the scenes in order to make everything work. So continue to watch and just kind of watch it, because there's no other way to say it other than to watch. Because I can tell you to do this, do this, do this, and you'll still be somewhat lost unless you're not looking at it. So now we're gonna start with the reinstallation of our door panel. Notice you got hooks on here, there, 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 there. The rest of it is screws in there. Most of the stuff from the door panel connects here and here. Not only do they have a part where all of this goes in, but I'll try to do this as best I can so you can see everything. And these little brackets right there also have a part here, here, and you have to reconnect it back here for the lock, and the part here for the door handle mechanism that opens and closes, or opens. So now we're gonna start by tucking the wire back into these little pinch points. Just one right there. So for those of you that always complain about you can't see anything, imagine trying to do this one-handed and you're the one sitting there from the comfort of your couch or sitting in your chair watching this on your phone. But this is the reality of it. You cannot hold this stuff still and still do a perfect job. And plus, if I had this on my tripod, it still wouldn't be able to see everything. So enough of that. Run that wire back through there for your plug for your window switch. So I'm gonna set that right there. This is for your speaker. So like I said, everything has a place where it connects in there. So once you get that, then this part goes here. It should be pretty simple on your wiring loom diagram when you take it apart. But if not, you know, stuff does happen. So the goofiest thing that you're gonna have to do is this little piece right here. it screws into there. So what I had to do was kind of bootleg some stuff together. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to mount all of this stuff back up into place first, like this. And then we'll come back to that in a second and show you how I did it. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So now, we got everything screwed back in on the back side, including a little crazy screw. That's right there. Right there. So now everything snapped back in back there. So now we're just gonna hang everything back on. Yeah. Let the fun begin. So now everything's back together. This I don't think you need to see, because all it does is just slides back into place. To take it apart, what you do, you get something flat right underneath here, underneath there, and anywhere else on the sides of it where you want to. Pry it out. So you have a screw that's here, and you have a screw that's there. And you have your little covers that cover it, like that one and that one. And once you do that, you'll have the door completely off or back together, which direction that you're going in. As always, like, subscribe, share. Thank you. Have a great day. Bonus reel. I'm gonna show you how to pull this apart. Like on this one for me, you can just find a little spot in there, like a little gap, and just pull it. It comes up just like that. All the way around to the bottom. And like so, it drops down. Very simple, very quick. And if you're just doing this part, this gives you access to all your latches and everything else in there. And let you look at the motor. Like so. Like, share, subscribe.